A diagnosis of cancer in itself can have very disastrous consequences for a patient, their family and their friends. However, our feelings of anger and frustration are often heightened if that patient realises that there has been a delay in that diagnosis. It is fair to say that delays in diagnosis may have disastrous, if not fatal, consequences for the patient. On many occasions, a delay in diagnosis of cancer will not in itself be negligent. Sometimes a patient will present with unusual symptoms which could reasonably be attributed to something else. However, on occasions, doctors will make mistakes, and these tend to be referrals from GPs to the correct specialist, misinterpretation of scans by a radiologist, and misinterpretation of test results by a specialist. If you are concerned that you have received a delayed diagnosis of cancer, my advice would be, if you are thinking about making a claim, speak to a solicitor as soon as possible. The law restricts you from bringing a claim either 3 years after the date of the alleged negligence, or 3 years from the date at which you first became aware that there was a potential delay in the diagnosis. Claims involving a delay in diagnosis of cancer are, by their very nature, highly emotive. As a lawyer, I know that I cannot put right the damage that has been done. But there are many reasons why people wish to bring a claim when they have experienced such a delay in their diagnosis. The thing I hear most often is that the patient wants to ensure that no one else goes through the trauma that they and their family have experienced as a result of the delay. To this end, we can lobby both hospitals, GP practices, or whomever is at fault for the delay, to try and ensure that policies are changed so that no one else experiences the ordeal that that patient has suffered. Sometimes, a patient just wants someone to hold up their hands and say, "I made a mistake and I am sorry." And often an apology is enough. Finally, if an individual is entitled to compensation, we will seek to put the patient back into the same financial position they would have been in had the delay in diagnosis of cancer not occurred. If that delay was fatal, then we will act on behalf of dependents, so the wife, husband, children, to compensate them for the loss of dependency on the deceased. If you suspect that you have been a victim of medical malpractice and you want to speak with a solicitor that specialises in this area of law, please do not hesitate to contact me for a no obligation and free initial discussion.